It's hunting preparation time, and today I am here to share the Bexley Women's Jacket and Pant Set by DSG Outerwear. Hey there, I'm Mia. I'm happy that you're here today. I'm here encouraging you to get outside, hunt, fish, shoot, and just savor all that life has to offer. If it is your first time stopping by, welcome. I am happy that you're here, and hopefully I will answer all of your questions and you'll be willing to give me a thumbs up and subscribe before you go. If you've been here before, I'm happy to see you again. Welcome back. As we go through this gear, if you have questions, put them in the comments below. I will try to answer them for you. We'll have links to each of the products that I show you in this video. Stick around to the end of the video, and I will also share information about other brands that I've tried and tested. Guys, if you are not interested in this, then you go ahead and skip. You can click a link up here and you can go watch some other videos. But for now, this is great women's gear, some great details that maybe you should pay attention to when you're shopping, but also it's something that you may want to get for your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend, or another friend as a gift to encourage them to get outside and hunt. As always, I try to be straight up with you. I want to be upfront and honest, and so I want you to know that this is not a sponsored video, but I did contact DSG Outerwear and they agreed to send me this set to field test while I was turkey hunting earlier this year. Before I get into the nitty-gritty about this gear, tell me in the comments below, what hunts do you have coming up this year, or what hunts have you already taken this year? I would love to hear about them. The Bexley set may be perfect for you if you have an early season hunt, and when temperatures are still pretty high, like right now in Colorado, it's August and we have antelope season coming up. It starts on the 15th. The temperatures can be so extreme. After that, in September, we start archery hunting and early season bear hunting. All of those are super warm. Today, right now, I'm in the shade, thankfully, because it is about 98 degrees in Southwest Colorado where I live. And so I'm thankful to be wearing this lightweight gear. This set's a breathable fabric and it gives you, obviously, all over camouflage coverage. I did wear this a bit during turkey hunting season, but if you're hunting Merriam's turkey in Colorado in April, you might know that the mornings can start off pretty chilly, as in frost on the ground and on your eyelashes, and then it warms up during the day. So layers are ideal, and this fabric, it's lightweight and it's ideal for layering. So you can put a base layer under this, and then you can put other layers over the top of it without feeling really bulky and constrained. I will say that this thin fabric, I don't know if you can see it waving around, but it does have a bit of a pajama feel to it. Pretty comfortable, actually. But the fabric construction, it's similar in the jacket and the pants. So I'm going to tell you a lot of the things that they're the same, so I won't be redundant in repeating them, or at least I'll try not to. But I will tell you the differences in the two and different features that are from the jacket to the pants. The fabric is ultra light ripstop material, and it's a polyester spandex blend. It's breathable and it has moisture wicking properties, which those actually are due to what's called DWR, and that's a treatment that is done to the fabric, and it makes a water repellent coating on the fabric so that the material becomes water resistant. And make a note there, it's water resistant, not waterproof. The camouflage pattern that this is in, if you are familiar with the ever popular Realtree, this is their edge pattern, and you can make your own decision onto if you like the pattern or not. The fabric has a teal stitching. That has kind of become a industry standard as a sign of women's gear, is teal or turquoise, or that kind of bluish green pattern in either a pattern or stitching in fabric. It does have technical seaming, and when you're out hiking around, you're not hung up or binding while you're hiking in the woods. If you're climbing up to a tree stand, you're going to have no problem at all. You'll be able to climb with ease. After wearing this all pre-season, I will tell you that it has held up very well. I have had other gear that's in this type of fabric, and this one here, it has yet to get a snag, and there also is no pilling. Some fabric will get pills on it, and especially if it's on your seat, it can become uncomfortable after a while. This has yet to do that, so that is a good thing in here. If you've experienced that, let me know in the comments below. It may be just something weird that I have noticed. I don't know. So let me start off with the top. The top has a hood, and hopefully you can still hear me with my microphone and this hood, but it can help just conceal you. The zipper, something that I always note with zippers is it does have this little cover here that covers the zipper, so it's not freezing to your face when it's extremely cold. That's something that some companies skip on, and it just shows a low quality gear, but this has that, so I will give them another thumbs up. That's 2 thumbs up so far that I'm giving them for that. The hood itself, it does have a mesh inside, so it helps to keep the fabric away from your skin. When we're looking at the front, I showed you this zipper. Well, there is a hidden chest pocket zipper here, and it's a pretty good size zipper. Zip that down, and this chest pocket, it goes from down here all the way up into here. So I don't know that you would want to carry something huge right here. This is where I usually carry like my elk call or turkey calls, the diaphragms, or my hunting license or chapstick, but it's usually stuff that I want to be very careful so I'm not pulling gloves out and losing it in the field. And so that is a very nice size chest pocket. After we look at this chest pocket, I want to talk to you about the arms. I don't know if you can tell, but they're kind of bagging up here. That's something that if I'm archery hunting, I may hit that with my string, but you may want to just wear an arm guard with that. Something is, it has thumb holes. They are good sized thumb holes, so they're not going to be digging into the webbing of your hand. But also, why it was bagging is because this sleeve has a 23-inch arm length. And so that's from the armpit to the tip of the sleeve, and that's a good arm length. Some of my taller, longer legged friends and longer limbed friends may be able to tell me if that's good or not, but I tell you what, I think this is one of the longest sleeve lengths I've seen in a while. Definitely another thumbs up. So while I'm talking about arm length, let's talk also about torso length. So I said my taller friends or longer limbed friends, well, I'm 5'2", but you can see here, this shirt is going down in the back. It goes past my booty here. Like it's all the way down to here. And so it has a 28-inch torso length. And so you're not going to be crouching down and having this come up and sticks going down in your pants and stuff like that. That's another thumbs up. So there are a lot of good qualities about this gear. So the jacket and the pants, they're available in sizes extra small through 5XL. So there is a wide range of sizes. It should be able to work for all of my friends. And there are some features in the pants that I want to show you that make it extra appealing to the masses. The pants themselves, they have 2 front hip pockets. They're pretty good size. One thing about these, that they don't have a magnetic or a zip or a button. There's no closure to these pockets, so you will have to keep an eye out that you're not losing stuff out of your pocket. There is in the front 1 thigh pocket. This one does zip. It's pretty good size. It goes all the way down to my knee and all the way up. It does have this radius seaming here, and I did message them to try to get an understanding of what this is for, but if you can see, I'm holding it with my finger here. I don't know what it's for, if it's just to add to the design and make it look cool, I don't know. But to me, that is something that I'm gonna hang up on when I'm squeezing through the oak brush. This is pretty wide open oak brush. Some of the oak brush is pretty tight, and this just seems to me something that'll snag. I haven't had a lot of problem with it yet, but I don't know why it's there. Let me know in the comments. What do you think it's for? I'd like to know your thoughts. Or if you already know, let me know, because I want to learn too. There's 1 back pocket, very good size. That back pocket also does not have a closure. As we're looking at the waistband, it has a front snap closure and of course great zipper. Something about the zipper, and this may have something to do with the quality of the construction of this gear, but there is a large piece of fabric right here. It's not a deal breaker, but I tell you, when you first put these on, and especially if I put it on and put a belt on, This piece of fabric kind of rubs me on my leg right here. It's a little weird. I don't know. Have you had that before? Let me know. As I said, I would love to visit with you in the comments after this. Like I said, not a deal breaker. The belt loops are a must in all gear. So they get another thumbs up because they do have belt loops. They're good belt loops. They're 2-inch belt loops, so I can actually put a gun belt on there. I can carry a holster if I need to. I can carry my Leatherman or my Havalon or whatever else I need to carry on my belt. In the waist, there's elastic here, so they do adjust. I mean, if you look at this, look how far. So they're great. I normally wear a belt with this, especially if I have stuff in my pockets, because it will pull down. Without the belt, and even with the belt, the seaming is right here on my knee. And so that seaming is on my knee. Again, not a deal breaker. So as you're looking at me, let me kneel down a little bit here. I'm kneeling down. I'm not actually on the seam. It's high enough on my knee where it's okay. But the reinforcement is all the way down here on my shin. Not a deal breaker again. It's just something I think you should know. So you may think, wow, did they think people had long thighs or what? No. These are kind of a universal pant. It has a 34-inch inseam. And then inside it has 2 rows of adjustable snaps. In there, it can adjust from the 34-inch down to 31-inch and then down to 29-inch. So it can fit me, and you can see I've got them shortened and I'm still got a stacked hem. I like a stacked hem because then when I sit down, if I sit down, you can see my socks aren't showing. You know, what if I had these big WSI orange socks peeking out? Also, when I'm riding on my horse, I don't want stuff getting inside my boot. So this adjustable hem in here, it has 2 sections of snaps, and I have it to the shortest section right now because I'm shorty. That there is what makes it work for everybody. It also has reinforced fabric at the bottom there, so it's gonna last a long time. And it has a single stitching, but it's held up well. I haven't had any problems. I've been through cactus, oak brush, briars, all kinds of sorts of stuff. These, again, just like the top, extra small to 5XL, so they should fit a ton of people. The care and maintenance of these, that you machine wash in cold, on the delicate cycle, hang dry. I don't know about you, but I do that with all of my hunting gear. I don't put it in the dryer at all. I know some people do that to get scent away, but I just wash it with scent away laundry detergent, and then I hang them to dry and get the air. Something that I want you to know, since I'm being upfront and honest about all of it, is while the company DSG, their headquarters is in Wisconsin, the actual gear is made in China. So let me know again, is that a deal breaker for you? I have done gear reviews on other women's hunting camo. I've got links here for you, or you can look in the notes below and you can go watch some of those. If this set of the Bexley isn't ideal for you, one thing to note is there is a link to DSG's website in the notes below, and they do have a wide variety of gear. And actually they have snowmobile gear, they have all sorts of stuff. If there is another product that you'd like to hear more about, please let me know in the comments below. Happy hunting and be safe out there.